Okay, my name is Stacey Blayden. I'm currently from Yale, and I'm a vice president for a group called Y2X Crew, U2 Extreme. It's about the potential youths that are encouraging other youths to do positive stuff. And also, I work in a community center for at least 2 weeks. And I'm going to be here for at least 2 more weeks until I'm finished. I will at least be here for a month. Yeah, that's it.
I'm coming from Slovenia. I'm a youth worker in an organization for developing voluntary work in Slovenia and Malta. So basically I'm working in a daily center, just helping social excluded children with school, with computers, with language, of course. Since Novo Mesto is really close to the border, there is a lot of refugees, so our mainly goal is just to help them to be better in society with Slovenian people.
My name is Müslüm. I'm a teacher. I teach in a vocational and technical school in Tokat in Turkey. Migrants is our target group and youth migrants. We work integration for them, for Turkish people, 2 years. The organization 2 picnic, brotherhood picnic 1 and brotherhood picnic 2. This year we interested in their families because they married very young, very young. It is big problem, and domestic violence in immigrants is our target. And some Turkish people don't like immigrants, and their behavior is not good. We change their behaviors to look immigrants, and some immigrants don't like Turkish people. We work to make together activities, especially young people, sport activities, music activities, dancing, and etc. All target groups.
Williams from St Marten, well, not originally from St Marten. I'm from the land called Dominica, the Commonwealth of Dominica, which is a British island. Migrated to St Marten 24 years ago and been living here ever since. I've just resigned from the president after 7 years of a youth organization where we did a lot of activities with youths. I've been working for the Ministry of Justice as an immigration officer for the last 6 years. And in 2015 I met Mesut and we started on project how we're gonna try to bring awareness from Europe and the Caribbean, where people in Europe can understand what the culture is in the Caribbean, and the Caribbean people can understand about Europe. Because even though our history comes from Europe, because we was once ruled by the British, the Spaniards and the Portuguese, a lot has changed over the years, and our culture is very much different, because in certain cases we don't do refugees, we don't do asylums, but we do migration, whereas in Europe it's different. So the aim is that we were able to bring awareness where both sides can understand how each other operates, and by doing so you're able to enjoy the Caribbean that most people do, sand, sea and beach.
Hello, my name is Anna. I am theoretically from Malta and practically from Poland. I am a teacher. I work in a school. It is a special school when we have students with emotional, psychological, behavioral problems, ADHD, Asperger's. Well, it is not really special education because there are not many students who are. Now we have one student who has Asperger. Mostly these are students who either had problems with learning in other schools or behavioral problems. So they learned in our school. It is a private school. It is a school under the Catholic Association in Germany. And in our school they have chance to finish, to get certificates, to finish the school.
Is it hard to study there? Is it hard?
Is it hard? I think it is easier because the classes are very small. From 5 to 10 students in the class, and there's always a teacher and additional helper. Pedagogical helper.
We have some special needs students too, but I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
And we have a lot of students with roots from other countries, with mostly from Poland, but we have also either both parents immigrants or mixed, Russia, Serbia, many.
Everybody, good morning and welcome. My name is Paulo and I come from Portugal. I'm a volunteer at the Portuguese NGO, Slovenia's Igualdade. My degree is on community development and mental health, and I have post-graduation in project management and evaluation. And I work especially with social projects around migration and integration, and that's what I do as a volunteer in the NGO. But also before that, I used to work at the High Commission for Migration in Portugal, dealing with the welcoming and integration of the migrants and refugees. And the issues you were talking about of making bridges and creating spaces for dialogue is very, very important, especially for me because I have a migrant background, although I was born in Europe. So my life story is also a connection of different parts of the world. And it's really good when people get to know more and to learn through the cultural trips, because I think most of all what we face today is a clash of ignorance. People don't know each other, so the fear regarding the other is really rising. And if we combat that with different meetings like this one, I think it's definitely interesting.
Association for Development Voluntary Work from Novo Mesto. Since I'm living in Slovenia for 3 years, I started working there as a youth worker, and I'm a student of informatics, so I'm helping the excluded kids, socially excluded kids, to learn them the basics of programming and the basics of mathematics. So that's the area which I'm covering to help them to improve themselves, because a lot of them, they don't have a possibility even to work on the computers and those things like that, and in our association we are giving them a chance to learn something that in the future will for sure help them.
Sandra, I'm from Portugal. I am the secretary of the association Sonhos de Igualdade, Equal to Dreams, as she said. I also work with similar organizations. Professionally, I work on a bank. I'm here to be able to understand more about your culture. I am a very cool multicultural person. I really enjoy to learn with everybody and be able to give you my experience of my country as well. So thank you so much.
Also coming with Slovenian team. Also work as a volunteer in